bros. I am on go if he's not gay. Whoa, whoa, we not the same. No, no, we not the same. Ha, ha, we not the same. Blah, blah, we not the same. We not the same. We not the same. We not the same.
I'm gonna add a little bit of water and mash it up. We got some lamb shoulders to season this up, and we're going to saute it over some chopped up kale and some herbs.
So with this meat, this lamb, I've seen so many different theories about like how to clean like meat.
Yes.
How are you supposed to do it?
With this, I know a lot of people say, oh, water kills everything. But sometimes all you need is like acid, you know, lemon, vinegar, things of that nature would definitely clean it. And especially since you're grilling it or sauteing it or searing it up, it'll work out perfectly.
That makes way more sense.
So what I got is, I got lemon. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna...
I've literally never seen this method.
Because what it also does is add flavor. You know, it not only cleans it, it also adds flavor.
Yeah.
And I got a paper towel. That's it. You got clean meat.
That's it? It's clean now. What?
It's like,
so where'd the whole water thing come from? Like putting water on it and like doing all like where'd all that come from?
Now water is something like if you clean like chicken, you know, something that's been sitting in blood or sitting in its own juices.
Yeah.
Then you want to rinse all that sliminess off with the water. But realistically, as long as you have like acid, like lemon juice or vinegar, you'll be perfect.
Oh.
And it'll turn out great.
Word.
So I have this. I have some water going into the potatoes.
I liked in the first episode that you said putting the water the same temperature as the potatoes so it all heats up at the same time.
Yes.
I definitely learned that episode 1.
That's perfect because that's also like a great way to judge the time. You know, a lot of people don't know how long something takes to cook. When it's normally like potatoes or sweet potatoes, the second the water boils, it's normally like at the temperature you need it to be mashed. So just rinse the excess water out, add a little milk and butter, and you'll be good. But for this, we're just going to add oil and a little bit of salt to be on the health side.
Okay. You know I like my healthy stuff.
Okay. Now I have the kale. What I'm going to do is wash my knife off.
Cross-contamination.
Exactly.
So how are you going to do the kale?
The kale, because it's such a tough item, what I like to do is I like to just shred it up. So you just chop it real thin. That way it also cuts down the cooking process. So you can literally saute this in like a minute and it'll be compared to 10.
Is it gonna like shrink down the same way that spinach does?
Yes it does, but it doesn't. Because it's not as watery as spinach, you're not gonna see it get all like mushy, but you'll see it still be able to hold its shape because it's just gonna be a quick saute. It's not gonna be like any longer than a minute or two.
Okay. So I'm like making you debunk all of my like health stuff that I've learned. So I also read somewhere that like overcooking vegetables causes it to lose its nutritional value.
Yes. One thing I would always say is if you're going to do vegetables, the best way to do it is to steam it. Steam it in like a double boiler. So maybe like a pot with like a colander and with holes in it. Just a little bit of water and put the vegetables on top. Because once you overboil it, all the nutritions like soak out into the water and you lose it that way. And when you overcook it, things like the chlorophyll and the vitamins get pretty much shot. And you're eating just mush. Okay.
No one wants to eat mush.
Exactly. So now I have the potatoes on. I have kale. I'm going to take a little bit of...
What's that?
This is dill.
What?
I have some sage.
Come through with the herbs.
Because herbs is life.
Herbs is life.
If you ain't doing it with herbs, you ain't doing it right. I tell you that much. So what I want to do is just get that to chop up. And this will be for later on.
That's very exciting.
And I have a little onions that I'm just going to thinly slice. You notice how I'm holding my knife?
Yeah, I've been like checking your knife game this whole time.
I have my thumb pretty much like a grip. So that way, look, you take it like a gun, grip it like this, and the same way like that. Because what happens is, now I have full control of the knife. A lot of people, when they cut like this.
Yeah.
And what happens is, you see how the knife becomes wobbly?
Yeah.
That could cut your fingers, make the vegetable cuts off. But if you actually grip the knife right here, it's kind of like you're holding a razor blade now. You have full control of it.
Skills they teach you. But how do you know you even have like a good knife? Because first of all, that knife that you're using just cut through those sweet potatoes, and there's not a single knife I have in here that could do that.
If you can't cut through a potato, if you can't cut through a tomato, let's see. Like a tomato right here, right? If you can't just go like...
Oh, nah.
Just know your knife is dull. Right?
Oh.
So what you're going to need to do is buy a steel. And the steel is pretty much a knife sharpener. It looks like this long. It could be flat or it could be rounded.
Oh yeah, that metal thing.
Just
yeah.
Like slowly, just 45-degree angle, sharpen it. They also have ones where you could like hold it and just rub it like that. And it'll work. But definitely, you need to sharpen the knife, and the quality of the knife is definitely definitely important.
Basically, you say y'all gotta invest in some knives. We can't be out here with the Walmart culinary.
This is what I would say. Y'all don't have to go crazy and buy like a $300 knife because that's unnecessary. But like a good $30, $40 knife, that would do the job perfectly, especially at home. Yeah. Because it's not as much bulk. You know, a lot of times these knives cost a lot because these chefs do bulk production. Yeah. So because of that, you need a stronger knife. Like my knife at work is like 12 inches long, and it lasts for like a whole week before I need to sharpen it. So
a 12-inch knife, Lord. Wait, how many inches is that one?
This is about 8. Oh, okay. This is normally like the normal, average, typical knife we have at home. What I'm doing is, if you see, I'm trying to be as homey as possible, just so y'all can see that it's possible to create amazing meals at home. You don't really need all these fancy gadgets and tools just to cook within yourself. All you need is confidence, and once your confidence level is up, the more and more you do it, the easier it becomes. And just remember to have fun with it. Yeah, I mean, you definitely did do some great things with those potatoes without a potato peeler, so... You see? we all been to our grandma's house, Had to peel up potatoes sometimes. Use a knife, you know. Don't cut your hands. And if you do, you still gotta keep going.
But if your knife is sharp enough, then you know that you have to worry about
That's
it.
when you gotta be careful.
Oh.
Because too sharp of a knife, when it comes to peeling things, that's when you could really deeply cut yourself.
Oh no.
That's why a potato peeler is definitely.
Alright, get a potato peeler.
You know, just get a potato peeler.
$30 knife and a potato peeler.
Exactly.
And you're straight.
You're straight. So what I have is, I have a little garlic powder that I'm going to add to the sweet potato mash. And also add it to the lamb. I have some rosemary.
I like a little rosemary. It smells so good.
This is dried rosemary. You know, a lot of times you could get the sprigs for like $1 or $2 at your local store. Those are actually the best ones. But for now, we're going to use the dried ones for what we need it for. And that's just like a good little added flavor. Now, I have some, actually, Himalayan pink salt. They know the way.
Look.
Himalayan pink salt.
I try to be as mindful as possible in my kitchen, alright?
Salts you can get, honestly.
Yes.
All that table stuff, that refined salt.
Yes.
Throw that out.
Yes.
This is where to go. This or kosher.
Yes.
Kosher. Alright? Because that iodine is good. However, this is healthy.
Wait, what's iodine?
Iodine is pretty much like a chemical that we need for our system. It's nothing crazy, but it's
nothing
definitely
important.
pumping salt, you know?
Okay.
So what I want to do is I just want to... It looks like I'm adding a little bit more salt than normal. But the thing is with meat, especially like meat such as this, you got to add a little bit more salt than the average like chicken.
Okay.
Because once the flavor actually gets in, it's harder for the flavors to get in these types of meat. So add a little salt, the stuff that bounces off of it and stuff, you know, it wouldn't matter as much. So I got some pepper, a little more garlic. Some more rosemary.
Chef Diddy making sure we get full plates.
Potatoes, that should be done in probably like 5 minutes. All you're gonna have to do is mash those up and it's done. Alright? I have the lamb getting all cooked up, crispied up. And with this,
Yeah.
I have the cat.
Okay.
Alright? So with the cat, like I said, it's really gonna be non-stick. Like that.
The good salt.
Little garlic. And I got the truffle.
I'm so... Oh, those layers smell so good.
It's all about layers. That's one thing about food. A lot of people think eating healthy is flavorless, you know, and that's the biggest misconception. Where it's also it's actually just about the herbs you use, the herbs and spices you choose to use. You know, it's not difficult.
There's more to life than Lowry's.
Yeah, it's about the acid you choose to use. It's everything. So this is probably going to take about 10 minutes on top of the stove.
Okay.
So I normally let it cook down for 5 minutes, flipping around. Let it cook for another 5 minutes. That's when we add the onions.
Oh, okay.
And with the tail, as you can see, it's starting to wither down a little bit, but it's still keeping its shape. And if you want to add some extra flavor,
little lemon. What's the trick to the flip of the wrist? That's full.
Right,
it don't even fall off the pan. How you do that?
Instead of going straight, a lot of people want to think straight. You gotta push it down at an angle. So as you push it, you see how it's starting to move? So when it moves...
Oh! That makes me nervous, y'all.
Like down and come back.
You gotta teach a class on that.
Yeah.
the live demos, we gonna learn that.
Wrist switching coming soon.
Yeah!
So you see I got the...
That's a nice little layer.
Alright, now I gotta make that. I wanna add the herbs and the onions.
And you're not doing too much with the spices either. Like the garlic powder, the salt, the pepper.
Listen,
you're not doing a lot.
Less is more. You know, and like I said, the herbs, you looking for the herbs and the acid to really bring out the flavor of everything.
Yeah.
Less is more though. You don't want too much. So I got the shell ready to go. I got the...
Oh, what? We don't got the fancy gadgets. Look, we're going to use what we got. No potato masher, so what's the alternative? A fork. Just mash it.
It's okay. This is how I actually started cooking, you know? I ain't have nothing, honestly, to work with. And we had to make it happen, you know? Feel me, 6, 7, 8 sometimes. Opening the kitchen, the fridge.
Right.
See what's in there?
Making magic. Like, damn, where did that come from? I thought all I had was 2 eggs and a...
Oh, you see how simple that sweet potato became into mash?
Yes.
Right? Now we got that. I want to add some olive oil.
There's some oil down there. Might not be...
Actually, I add a little bit of honey to it to give it like that extra little sweetness. And if you start to see that it's getting a little too thick, just add a little bit more water.
Okay.
If you want to be on the unhealthier side, you can always add butter, you know, and you can always add milk. But today,
you could add almond milk, and you could...
Yes, almond milk is definitely the way to go. I use that for pretty much everything.
Yeah, I don't even have regular milk. Actually, are people still like using regular milk in life?
People are using regular milk, yes. However, if you notice, like milk commercials don't say it's a healthy part of your diet anymore.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because it's actually not. But
right.
It's proven that milk, you shouldn't really be drinking milk after toddlers. And if we're drinking milk, it should be, of course, breast milk.
Right.
Cows are supposed to drink cow milk.
I'm excited about your plating skills. This is like my favorite thing to watch from you on social media.
Right?
When you plate stuff.
I got the sweet potato.
Man, this is so exciting. I don't know how many people are actual foodies out there, but I think I'm an actual foodie.
Most people are. You'll be surprised. Especially women.
Especially, yeah, it's women. Especially women. Shut up.
That's some real shit. Y'all say the key to manslaughter's food. That's a lie. You want to be in a woman's side? Know how to cook. It's over.
Uh-oh, he dropping the secret. What did you do? You added some tomato sauce to that?
Yes, what I did with the onions, I took it out the pan. I added a little tomato juice to it from the tomato that we'll use for next plate, as you'll see. Just sauteed that with the onions. Got the cow. You just want to...
Some more of the truffle oil.
And that's it.
Yeah.
In a pot is I have some tomatoes, is which I'm gonna turn it on, and I'm gonna make. This is what I'm going to make the tomato sauce with. What I'm doing is I'm using whole tomatoes because personally I like a little thickness to my tomatoes. I like to actually see the tomatoes in there, not just too saucy. You know, so I have some tomatoes. I'm gonna slice up some scallions. Throw some scallions in there. Of course, I have my herbs. I have some
obviously
basil. And this is a cow that you previously seen. And this is some sliced onions, which I'm going to saute up with the tomatoes. And we're going to make like a nice sauce with it.
Nice.
To put it in between the layers. And as you can see, this is going to be a vegan eggplant, so it won't be any cheese. However, if you do want cheese, you can always just put cheese in the layers and it'll be okay.
Yes.
Alright? So I have that, a little pepper, some garlic powder. I use garlic powder because most of the time this is what most people have in their houses. They don't really have whole garlic. So it's okay to use garlic powder. Just know you don't have to use as much garlic powder as you would have to use regular garlic.
You know what else I like? Minced garlic that comes in a jar.
Yes,
I love that.
Personally,
I actually probably have some in the fridge.
I personally use that. I always
love
keep that
that
in my fridge because
I love garlic.
So they cut up, especially if you buy in an extra virgin olive oil, it'll never go bad. You know? One day, that'll be the next episode. I'll teach you how to preserve. Alright?
Canning and preserving is so necessary. Wait, can you can you do one like on how to make like jellies and marmalades and stuff?
That's pretty much a preserve, you know, jellies.
Yes.
That's coming to show near you. I have the eggplant. I'm gonna saute it. Pretty much kind of like grill it.
The heat is low on that though, right?
Yes, the heat is like a medium heat.
Okay.
But what I want to do is I want to just like push it down to where it gets like a nice crust. You know? Meanwhile, I have the tomato sauce.
Which I really smell the herbs in there, like.
I have the eggplant. Add a little bit of
the good salt.
You don't want too much because remember you have the salt in the tomatoes. That's one thing too. We have to be aware of our salt and sugar content.
You know, that blood pressure be serious. Then your feet be
serious.
swollen.
You know,
Now you got gout.
You'd be surprised. There'll be things like a lot of people think, oh, I got diabetes, I gotta stop eating sugar and stuff like that. A lot of times diabetes is because of meat that we eat. You know? We're not supposed to eat red meat. Not too much, especially like cows and stuff like that. So what happens is once we start eating the meat, the fat from the cows and from that protein, it surrounds our blood cells. And because it surrounds our blood cells, it acts as a layer. And our blood cells, what it does is it's supposed to absorb the sugars in our body. So because the sugars aren't being absorbed, now you have...
Oh, because the fat is blocking it, so it can't...
Oh. You know, so that comes from like eating a lot of heavy proteins like beef every day, steaks, and you know, if you do that, you want to limit to maybe like once a week, maybe twice a month. You know?
Yeah, wean yourself off of that.
And as you see, I'm just like taking a spatula and I'm just like pressing it down, the tomatoes. Because as I said, I want the chunks.
Okay.
You see the chunks? Yeah. I want that because it'll create like the hardiness of the lasagna.
Lasagna.
3 times a day.
Right.
You know, in reality, most people are not going to eat McDonald's 3 times a day.
Right, like what happened to him isn't something that like the average person would go through.
That's an extreme form of eating. But what I would say is it brought light to how messed up the fast food industry can be.
Right.
Had you been dependent on it.
Right.
Because now you have to go look at a lot of, maybe let's say you're a single mother or a single father. You know, and you just got off of work and you only have $5 in your pocket.
Right.
You have 2 kids to feed when you get home. Now, all right, we're gonna buy 2 double cheeseburgers for $1.
Right.
You know,
or go to Little Caesars and get that $5 pizza.
The $5 box. You know.
Yeah.
It's because they feed off our convenience.
Yeah.
They know we want things so convenient. We're willing to lose our health.
Okay, wait a minute. So what's it on? So if a single mother with 2 kids has $5, instead of going to McDonald's, what could she do?
With $5, I would say make pasta. You can always find a million pasta recipes.
That's what I was saying. Yeah,
you can find a million rice recipes. You can actually buy like you can make this. You can make eggplant lasagna for $5. A can of tomatoes.
Yep.
$1.50.
Yep.
An eggplant. $1.50. Basil. $2. That's $5 right there.
Bang.
You know.
Yes.
Like it's not hard. You know, it's just about wanting to take the time to actually do it. And when you do it, just do it the right way. You know?
Yeah.
If you need help,
that's the whole point. Hit up Chef Knitty.
You know, I'm here for you, alright?
Come check out the episodes.
I give great advice, no worries.
You really have been spitting bars like this whole episode. This is really fire.
Alright, so now I have is a list of tomatoes. I just put it in the pot. I got cherry tomatoes.
Truffle oil in there, didn't you?
Cherry tomatoes, put it in a pot with a little oil. As you see, I'm using truffle oil, but you can always use like regular. I would not use olive oil because olive oil have a high burning point. So you might end up burning the oil and have giving that burnt taste. So what I'm doing is I'm just like cooking off the tomatoes and I'll add some of the onions to it. Do is I have the eggplants and I'm gonna take some of the sauce, add a layer. Right? Now I added a layer of that. I have some of the onions, some of the cow. Now you want to chop that. Now take the second layer. Want to add that. Same process. Sauce. A little bit of onions. And one more time. This time, add a little bit of sauce. Onions. And what I did was I laid it on the plate so that this plate won't be sloppy. So
okay, so you don't have sauce all over the place.
First, how about this? Take some of the sauce.
Uh-oh.
That way, you could create a base and it won't slide around, alright? So you see the chunkiness of the sauce? That's what I like. I like it being like chunky, hearty.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. We'll clean that up later, alright? Now let's go.
Wow.
Alright. I take some of the tomatoes. A little truffle oil that we all like and love.
You know?
Voila.
Voila! Okay, Knitty, you got rice on the stove.
Yes. What I have is I have brown rice. And what I did was I used 2 cups of water to 1 cup of rice. I added some salt because you want to add salt while you're cooking the rice so the rice can actually absorb in its flavor. And I also added some garlic powder and a little bit of oil to keep things from sticking. So when I got it, I have it on low to medium heat just so that I won't overcook. Give this about 20 minutes and it should be ready.
So does rice have to have a lid on it? Because I feel like sometimes what happens to me when I make rice, like it cooks too fast, I think.
Because with a lot of people, they have the fire on too high.
Okay.
You know, that's why it's important to have on a low heat because as it boils, it's actually cooking it. You know, and when you have it too hot, the water boils too fast. And because it's starch, such as rice is such a hard starch, it don't cook enough. So you just want to make sure it's on medium low. You know, enough salt, enough garlic, or however you season it is in a pot. You know, keep it uncovered. You know, because what happens is when you put it on covered, it starts to pressurize. You know, and then you start seeing like you get more sticky or something.
Yes,
like
it definitely comes out like Chinese, like sticky rice.
So what you want is just keep it uncovered 20 minutes to 25 minutes on low.
Okay.
And if it's not, once you try it, like if it's not like done enough, just add a little bit more water and just let it go.
Okay.
And that's it. All right. So that's the rice. And I'm making flounder. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pre-season it, but I'm not gonna cook it until the rice is finished.
Timing.
It literally takes like 2 minutes to make this right here. 20 minutes to make the rice. It's gonna come with some asparagus, and the rice is gonna be mixed with dill and scallions. So it's gonna be mixed at the end. All right. So with the asparagus, what I'm gonna do is cook that off first. I have some water, and as you see, I don't have too much water, just because I do want to saute the asparagus at the end. So I just put in the water, cold water, small asparagus. A little garlic powder.
The good salt.
The best stuff. A little pepper. Okay, so now that the rice have about 10 minutes left, you know I'm gonna get started on the fish. I also took the asparagus. When y'all seen it in the water, it's watered out, and I just removed it and put it in this pot until further use. So now with this, what I want to do is I want to just chop up the dill. And put it to the side. Just like I'm doing with the scallion. I'm going to chop the scallions as thin as possible. So when you mix it in the rice, it won't be like a thick piece of scallion you're putting into it. And with the flounder, I'm going to do man's best friend, a little Old Bay. Not too much, but just enough where it get every little piece. With that, I would like to add some black pepper. Y'all know where I'm going with this. A little garlic powder. And very lightly salted.
Yeah, because our Old Bay is, it's not salty, but
it's not salty, but give it the flavor.
Yeah.
That's why I did so light, you know. And this actually, with herbs, using something new. It's light, and then the Himalayan salt is light. So when you put both of them, like just a light drop of both of them,
yeah,
it balances out. What happens is a lot of people, they tend to overuse it, you know, and it becomes like, it overpowers the fish, and that's what you don't want.
okay.
So what I have is I have some lemon juice. Just gonna squeeze on that. And let that set for a few. I'm gonna set the fire to like medium high, because what we want a nice crisp sear on the flounder, and it's gonna be so quick. All you have to really do is just sear one side, and the whole fish is gonna get.
Oh, really? You don't have to flip it?
No. You don't have to. However, I'll flip it, just so again for the visual effects. But something so thin and light like this, all it needs is one side, probably like 4 minutes at most.
Okay.
And now I got the rice going. I have my asparagus. What I want to do is just roll it up with a little bit of dill.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to actually add a little bit of lemon juice to it. And with the lemon,
yeah,
you just want to you want to char it up.
Okay.
What you want to do is just take the lemons, just like this. Let it cook off. Now I have a little bit of vegetable oil. Not too much. You just want like a little bit. And if you feel like it's gonna stick, just use a little.
At your pace, I will not fold on none of my bros. I am a bro if he's not gay. Whoa, whoa, we not the same. No, no, we not the same. Ha, ha, we not the same. Blah, blah, we not the same. 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 Whoa, whoa, they gave me the space that I needed. Now I'm feeling more conceited. I thank God that I'm breathing. That's just another reason. I don't trust no.
It looked like the rice is probably need a little bit more water. So what I'm gonna do is add more water. Now that fish is going good. So I got the fish. Just like this.
So is flounder like a
Flounder is pretty much a flat fish.
yeah.
Instead of, you know how most fish are like this in a sense? Flounder is like this.
Okay.
What it does, it's like a bottom feeder that moves on the bottom of the water that you'll find in mostly like lakes or like places that you'll find a lot of catfish.
Okay.
You know? And that's why the layers are so thin, the flesh is so thin. Because it's flat, it causes the flesh to be thin. So it's more like a water than a long. Alright, you see how I got the lemons? Mm-hmm. Now this is charred lemons. And what happens is it intensifies the flavor of the lemon so much. Once you actually put it on a plate and use it, it brings out a whole nother
experience. You don't even know.
Make it happen.
So how long did you say like rice normally take to cook for it to be like, you know?
Probably about 15 to 20 minutes. No, I would say 20 to 25 minutes.
Okay.
You know, because you want to start the water off cold, so give it about 20 to 25 minutes on low heat. Medium to low heat, and it will come out perfect.
I feel like this is a really good, like, light meal. Like,
Yeah,
it's not heavy, it's not...
See now, look, you see how the fish is? It's actually done. You know, it's done because it's so thin.
Yeah.
And what I don't want to do is, I don't want to flip it too much and make it soggy. Or like just have it like, but what I'll do just to show y'all.
Wow, I
love that.
It looks beautiful.
Much appreciated. We got that done. Now with the rice.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I don't know if I've ever seen herbs added into rice. I don't know why.
Nobody ever thought about it?
Right.
And you just mix it up. And as you see, the water will reduce in probably like the next 2 minutes.
Okay.
And you'll have it perfectly as far as the onions being cooked now. And the herbs being incorporated. You see the nice color. We're gonna make the plate look pretty. So what I find easier when you're working with rice, especially when you want to lay it down on a plate, I find it easier to put it in a cup.
What? How does it stay?
It's
What?
because the starch from the rice pretty much acts as a glue.
Oh, okay.
And it allows it to stay. We got some asparagus.
Wow.
This is the beauty of cooking. Whenever it's a mistake, you know, you could always fix it in the plate.
There are no mistakes in art.
Exactly.
Whoa. First of all, it's pretty cool to know that this beauty was created in my kitchen with stuff that I already had. Like, I had all this stuff already. You know?
That's why I try to tell people, you don't need to be a gourmet chef in order to cook good, you know? All you gotta do is have the 1-2 and imagination.
Definitely imagination. That's dope. Well, if you needed some inspiration, Knitty clearly is here to provide.